to get from Syracuse weather tonight. It's brilliant.
We'll take it, and so will both teams as we get started off here. SMU clears. McDermott, her first touch of the game. The ball is chased down out wide. There's Jasmine Nixon's first touch of the game. Good triangle by SU, but dispossessed. That's Nia Rose now on the ball. Sizes up her defender. And finds Mora Yuma. Swings it in. And it's recovered. But a goal kick. Parkhurst just a second late there. There was the wingback, Mora Yuma. Hudson, we talked to Coach Nelson, and she expressed how much she values the attacking play of her fullbacks.
Yeah, she's going to play wide tonight. 4-1-2-3 formation, with Yuma being one of the wingbacks on the right side and the other being Claire Jones.
The Orange back in possession, and SMU wins the ball back. Here's Rose again, but there's Bree Bridges, who you highlighted in the open.
Yeah, what a good start for Bree Bridges, too. Knew exactly where she needed to be.
Ball lost there on the right side, and SMU back in possession.
The key for Syracuse, how much possession can they get? And how much can they make SMU make a mistake on that back line? Not very easy. It's experience back there.
SU testing that SMU back line, and there's Aubrey Brown's first touch of the game.
Long ball for Mia Clammer. We've seen them do that quite a few times in the last few games. That's become really the attacking identity of Syracuse.
Lawher with the long throw. Might be some trouble here as Brown is able to clear it out for a throw-in.
Those are the kind of mistakes Syracuse is looking for. Any kind of commotion on the back line, especially with Brown, who has played recently but hasn't made a start since late August.
Mia Clammer, who we highlighted pregame, Hudson, getting ready for a long throw. These are the moments that can change a game. Nicholson clears, and Nixon finds herself on the ball. Bridges back on the ball, and Coach Adams was raving about her play in possession. Bridges clears. And some good combination play. Sees McDermott being challenged there by Hartman. McDermott again looks to slip in behind, and Hartman to clear.
These are positive signs, though, right now for Syracuse. The fact that you've been on the ball twice in the SMU zone early, a team that last year won 4-1 over the Orange. It's been pretty split so far in the early going through the first just 3 minutes, but SU has proven that it can get to that back line.
That matchup last year was the inaugural ACC match for the Mustangs back in Dallas. They got things off to a good start, but Syracuse will be looking for some revenge here tonight. Another long throw finds its way into the box. Syracuse in control. And the ball is sent in. Brown had to be ready for Ashley Rauch's attempt.
And Rauch has been phenomenal from outside the 18-yard box. You see it yet again. Not afraid to take those kinds of shots from way deep, and barely misses above the bar. How about the touch to switch it to the left foot, too? And nearly chip Brown.
The Orange looking aggressive early, catching SMU off guard there a couple of times.
It's been a rough go of things the last few seasons in the ACC, but if you can get off to a strong start today, that bodes well for really the rest of the season. It doesn't get much easier as you go through every team in ACC play. They're all good.
Here's Yuma on the ball. Finds Nicholson. Claire Jones is another player that Coach Nelson highlighted for her creativity from the back line.
2 assists last time out against Sam Houston. That's a career high as a senior, the first time she had a multi-assist game.
Haley Hartman settles things down in the back. And SMU is on the charge again. Here's Umel. And Nixon stands strong.
This game could be won or lost on the wings. Both teams like to go and split out wide. Maura Umel is more experienced in that position than many of the wingbacks SU will play. It's a tough matchup for Syracuse.
It's the freshman Lindsay Nicholson on the long throw. McDermott closes down, and here's Umel again, looking to distribute. Cleared away, but not far enough. There's Bridges in the air, so strong. And it's the right foot of Liz Eddy that sends the ball just wide.
That's the 24th shot so far this season for Eddy. That's a team lead, only 1 goal so far. It's been really tough for her to find frame this year. Last year she was awfully dangerous in spots like those. Only 1 goal so far this year against Houston Christian. Took her 12 shots to do it, but you see Nicole Nelson there, head coach of SMU, still has a lot of faith in Eddy, putting her out there every single game to just try to break something through for SMU.
Vanderbosch sends it wide. There's a bit of a dummy there by Clommer. But Hartman back on the ball. Aubrey Brown's distribution will be something to watch tonight, Hudson.
Certainly will be, and how much will SU pressure? You see there, not a whole lot to begin with. Trying to conserve a little bit of energy. Not going to make Brown make a mistake, but let her make it instead.
And that's Nicholson picking up a foul. First foul of the game as Syracuse restarts here with Nixon. Good switch of play. Lawher looks to chase it down. Here's Eddy again.
Great combination play to clear from SMU. That was not an easy spot to be, backed into a corner. One-touch passing is something that, if Syracuse can't break those lanes, could be very dangerous in combination play to build things up.
Another dummy there from Clommer that almost sees McDermott through, and Brown on the ball again. Here's Haley Hartman, one of the leaders, plays a dangerous ball back, but Brown ready to answer the call. Nixon again, plays a great ball into McDermott's feet, who finds Rauch. Rauch sprays it wide to Lawher, and she's got options in the box. A low-driven cross that's cleared out for a corner, the first of the game for the Orange. And here's the replay.
McDermott out wide to Rauch, and the extra touch needed to find Lauer streaking down that outside. SU had bodies in the box on that low drive cross, but just a nice step in front to knock it out. No problem for Aubrey Brown.
Here's the sophomore Gabby Wisbeck on her left foot, looking to play an in-swinger. She's got options. The ball is played in, and it's off the crossbar, stays in play to McDermott. And she's closed down by Jopic. Ball still in play here as Jopic and McDermott tango there.
What an opportunity for Syracuse. Nearly an Olympico bending it in from the corner that time. Just smashed off the top of the crossbar. This game has looked a lot different, though, than a year ago when SMU and SU met.
You think Wisbeck was trying that?
Who knows? Gabby Wisbeck got on the sheet for her first time ever against Cornell just a few days ago. Maybe was hungry for more. Once you get the taste of it, maybe you want another goal there.
And almost found the back of the net as the nervy start continues for SMU 10 minutes in here.
Syracuse has had those chances. The only question is capitalizing. The finishing has been fantastic this season for the Orange. when they get in position to finish, they've been tremendous.
Looking to create another chance here, but a foul is called as Jopic is told to restart play just a few yards back by our official tonight, John Rush. Jopic looks for options. She's a great passer of the ball. She's got 2 assists on the year.
New to the SMU program as well. It's hard to fit in as soon as you get to a team, but she's done it pretty well so far. 3 years at Alabama for her before making the switch.
Lawher plays Clommer down the line. Cuts it in. She stood up by Hartman. The ball is played into the box and cleared away.
Good rising drive that time from Magnotta, just to have somebody get ahead on it, create a little bit of chaos on that ball in. Nobody got to it, but the idea is there. You want to talk about somebody fitting in quickly. That's exactly what Natalie Magnotta has done.
Magnotta taking up the right side of that back 3. McDermott plays a looping ball in, and there's more danger. Rauch on that left foot again. Kicks it into her teammate. And here's Nieves. Another great triangle of passing here by SMU as they look to break the line. Ball played in. Here's Eddy again. Eddy finds Nicholson. Here's Hummel, who looked dangerous early. Plays one in on her left. Bridges gets ahead on it and cleared away. Great control there.
Good combo to get Clommer open as well.
Clommer pulled Hartman all the way out to the left side there. Wasn't able to find McDermott, but the ball's still in play. Here's Brown again. Probably using her feet a little bit more than the SMU team would have expected in the early going here.
Certainly, Syracuse has applied tremendous amounts of pressure on that back line. More than you would figure, but these last couple games, the Orange have shown the speed that in prior years kind of lacked. Makes it easier for ACC play now.
Here's Rose, finds Nieves, stumbles over the ball but recovers. May have been chopped down there as the referee calls off the advantage, and Nieves is down.
Holding that left leg, collided while going for a ball. Sammy Nieves, the senior from Las Vegas, really the heartbeat of this offense. 5 assists, by far a team lead for an offense that has been so well distributed. She's really been that main factor.
Yeah, Nieves, those 5 assists, good for 7th in the nation. Here's the replay. Looked like she got stepped on there. Not a pretty one. She's still down now. She got the ball away.
Yeah, Emma Klein just came in going for the ball. Nothing that Klein could have really done. You don't want to pull up in that spot when you're going for the ball, and it was kind of an awkward step out from Nieves too to get her ankle rolled up on, but walking under her own power, shaking it off.
Nieves has battled injury in her SMU career, and she's shown that resilience here. Hummel finds Jones. And here's the in-swinging ball, high looping, and a header that calls Shea Vanderbosch into action for the first time tonight. Here's Lawher. Closed down, and SMU keeps the ball in the Syracuse third. McDermott regains possession. Well done there. And more pressure from the Mustangs.
See Nikki Thrasher-Adams there too. Really has the heartbeat of this team going in the direction that she wants it for the first time in her coaching tenure, where really SU has momentum.
Here's Eddy on her right foot. Hudson, you mentioned leads the team in shots, unable to find the target there on what was a pretty good angle for the right footer.
Yeah, it's just been a tough start to the season for Eddie. Really good angle and great spin to the ball. The only problem is it was well to the right. Maybe an extra touch, maybe line that up a little bit better. She had space, but decided to pull from pretty far out.
Vanderbosch sprays it wide. Syracuse controls momentarily before Hummel regains the ball. Here's Hartman. Back to Jopic. Hummel finds Nieves, the first time we've seen her on the ball since the ankle. Looks like she's shaking it off all right.
SMU needs that if it wants to get its offense generated tonight. That's the way it's gone all season long.
Here's Rose, whips the ball in, but it goes out for a goal kick.
Just well high on that. Not really sure what the intention was for Rose. She drove it like a shot, except it cleared the bar by a good ways. Nia Rose is someone you really got to keep an eye on. Only 1 goal on 20 shots this season, but she really is the star player on SMU. Part of the Canadian women's national team as well. Got some friendly action last year in November.
Her first appearance for the Canadian national team.
She's a lot closer to home right now. Markham just outside of Toronto, not far away from SU.
Rose and Bridges do battle in the 18 before Bridges clears away.
You see how much SU is dropping right now. Fully compact that back line. Only Klammer is outside of the 18. 10 players in the box right now.
The long throw by SMU is recovered by Syracuse. McDermott finds herself in the position of a left back before the Cuse is able to clear.
And McDermott has been dropping a lot lately. Played a lot of wing back in the past few games. Her speed allows for a lot of generation on the outside.
Well, this forward role is pretty new to her this year. Coach Adams did highlight her versatility given all the positions she's played over the years.
She's kind of gone wherever Syracuse has needed her, and this has really been her breakout year so far. Coach Adams has stuck with her the entire way until her senior year, where she's battled through injury and she's gotten to the point where she's an every night starter, a real contributor on that offense.
Ball is out for a Syracuse throw. Ball played in, and there's Jones to head away. Eddie gets a touch, and Nicholson has space. Finds Nieves down the right wing.
What a ball.
Nixon with some pretty strong one-on-one defending there. That'll be a matchup to watch throughout the night.
And Nixon, the Kentucky transfer, has been very good this year. Played sparingly last year at Kentucky, so this is really her first chance. Came out here and joined her brother, Will Nixon, who tomorrow against Colgate on the ACC network will be SU's starting running back.
And her father, Jeff, the offensive coordinator. It's a family affair in orange for the Nixons now. Here's Jones again. And Eddie again on the ball. Closed down there. But still on the ball is Parkhurst. Eddie in behind. Bridges with a crucial touch as Vanderbosch is able to secure it.
So much speed coming off of that line. Didn't wait back on it. Cleared her defense out. Good communication as well. Vanderbosch, right place, right time.
Klammer with a one-touch pass as a foul away from the ball. Gives the Orange the ball again. Here's Bridges. Back to Nixon. Rauch under pressure, boots it away, but gives McDermott a chance to chase something down here. Good header there. Gives McDermott another chance before Jopic clears. left foot of Yapich. Gives the ball to Lawher. Finds Rauch. Driven cross in. Is cleared away. And Lawher finds herself on the ball again. Rose controls, finds Eddie. Nifty move to get it out. But the Orange have possession again. Eddie clears.
First real mistake pass for Syracuse out of that back line. And SMU doesn't slow it down and take advantage. They kind of put the pressure on by sending it back to Vanderbosch, but you're not going to get a whole lot that way if you don't take your time and your chances. And right now, SMU is really pushing its luck early on.
There's some distribution from Vanderbosch, as we will see our first substitution of the game. Kendall Lawher comes out of the game and is replaced by Vida Naheen.
Naheen provides a lot of speed on that outside as well. It's been clear what Nikki Thrasher-Adams has wanted to do with her wingbacks. Lauer has a lot of experience, but to go to the speed, sometimes she turns to Naheen. Other times, Julia Arbelize, who we've yet to see, but she's come in and played a lot of time in those wingback spots. Either of those two have kind of been the go-tos, but Naheen, back-to-back games now where she's played a good amount of action, and this being the third.
And it looks like she will get a chance here early, as SU has played the ball down that right sideline a lot. Here's Hartman, one of the captains for SMU. Plays a looping ball in, well played by Nixon. Nixon weaves through as Nieves fouls her. Quick restart for the Orange.
Last year, this game looked a lot further apart on paper than it truly was. Syracuse lost 4-1 with the only goal being on a penalty kick, but the Orange have attacked now, that's clear.
Naheen found the space, but there was no one on the other end of it for the Orange.
Those through balls, that's the right idea. That's how they've been getting on the board this season. Anything through, anything over the top. Just try to win with speed and have the back line make some kind of mistake.
Was a focal point in their last win, a 3-0 victory over Cornell. We've seen it a bit here early, Hudson. SMU in possession, sometimes switching to more of a back three, allowing Umo to get up the pitch more on the right side.
Which has helped a lot to generate some of those chances. The only problem is finally finishing them when they do come. A couple doorstep chances at this point for SMU and open looks, just not taking enough time before pulling the trigger. A lot of rushed shots.
Some more of that great one-touch passing by the Mustangs. Finds Eddie in space. Eddie looking to cut onto her right foot. Finds the space, but is closed down there. And here's Naheen again. Takes space. She's got Clommer and McDermott as options. Plays the ball into the middle of the pitch. Ball is played in, but right to Brown. Good spell possession there for the Orange.
Created a lot of extra room on that outside as well. Once Naheen started to see things getting condensed up the middle and on the right side, flip field to the left, it opened up a little bit more space for the Orange, but not enough to get a quality chance.
Rose plays it out wide as Nixon closes down. Plays it back to her keeper, and Vanderbosch has space. Looks for Naheen out wide. Actually falls to Rauch. Good turn there, but then Eddie dispossesses. Here's Rose with space. On her right foot, fires away, and just over the crossbar. Best chance for the Mustangs so far today.
Rose with a straight-ahead open look, and that's all generated by a mistake in the midfield from Syracuse. A good step to the ball by Eddy to take it away. When she's not scoring, she's distributing, and Rose, what a drive. That thing knuckled a little bit as it went towards the top right, just skimmed over the top of the crossbar.
It had a lot of movement on it, and Shea Vanderbosch was happy to see it go over the crossbar. A substitution for the Orange as Julia Arbelize, you mentioned her, Hudson, the freshman, checks into the game for Gabby Wisbach.
She's dynamic. She does not play like a freshman.
Coach Adams has complimented her Colombian flair as bringing something different to this Orange team. Here's Nicholson. Rose now out wide, finds Nieves. Nieves on her right foot, skies it over.
Five shots for the Mustangs so far, only one for Syracuse. Did end up being on goal. Right now, SMU is taking its chances from far outside the box. Syracuse has a lot of numbers back. Not necessarily easy to get past that back line of the Orange. So they're taking those chances from further away where they have the space.
Vanderbosch's pass is controlled by SMU, and here's Rose again. The Mustangs taking much more of a control on this game in the last 10 minutes or so. Nixon finds McDermott. Turns and looks for an option. Here's Julia Arbelize for her first touch of the game.
Just a little too far, but she had the right idea there to try to curl it back in the middle, split some of that defense, and create a dynamic lane for herself. She gave it a shot. Just a little heavy.
Jopic plays to Hartman, and here's Nieves again. Hartman on the ball, plays a driven one in from center back to center back. Here's Libby Jannereth. Dispossessed, but to no avail for the Orange.
Yeah, just nobody up in time for that counterattack. It's tough when SMU is building and you don't really want to let one slip early on and play catch up, so SU brought a lot back. That dispossession kind of came out of nowhere.
McDermott plays a 1-2 with Arbelize, who looks to switch to her fellow wingback. It's Jannereth in control. Plays it up the field. And Arbelize, the freshman, finds herself on the ball again, but Nieves quick to close down. Rose looks for an option. Here's Clommer, tripped up by Jannereth, but quickly restarts play. Vaheen with a step over. Gets it back on the 1-2 from Rauch. A nice move there. Looks for an option, swings it in. McDermott gets ahead on it, but an easy save for Brown.
The creation by Naheen, though, getting shut down from two angles. You have a defender crashing on you, and so what you decide to do, pull it back, 1-2 play to set up the opportunity down the side. Now you see, pull it, step back, easy open cross, and well headed by McDermott.
Difficult chance to take, but really well created there by Naheen.
Yeah, McDermott had to lean back a little bit, too, to get into that header, so you can't really get the direction that you want.
Here's Nieves again, charging down the left. She's closed down by Klein, but does a great job to find Rose. Rose takes on Nixon, another one-on-one opportunity. And Arbelize in support does a great job and keeps it in play.
That combination defense all down the right wing for Syracuse really held back a good chance.
Jones again, dangerous down the left side. and is called offside. Jones looking to find the space in behind. We mentioned her creativity from the back line. The reset here from Natalie Magnotta. Plays it across field. And Nieves picks it up. Good tackle there. But it's Parkhurst finding Rose. Cleared away again by Klein. Jones again. Finds Jannereth. Jannereth surrounded by 3 orange defenders. Nowhere to go there. Here's Rauch again. And Magnotta clears. Finds McDermott, who's got Clammer with space. But really well closed down there by Ungashik. We haven't called her name too much tonight yet, Hudson.
We really have not. This is her 24th straight start. She's only played 24 games of her college career, and there's a reason why. She's getting scouted already at the pro level right now by KC Current. Has the captain's armband on, and she's only a sophomore.
A couple new faces here for the Orange and for the Mustangs as Klein checks out of the game. And it's a new jersey number for Anna Croyle, wearing the 32 tonight. Typically in her orange 19. Here's McDermott again. Looks for Arbelize. Out for an SMU throw. Nieves again, finding space in the middle. And a good touch there that gets Clammer in some space. And she's brought down. And the referee will reach for his pocket for the first time tonight. It's a yellow card for Lydia Ungashik.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy call there, too. Ran right through the back of Mia Clammer, in on net. Had one to beat. So not necessarily the most rash challenge in the world. But not a bad idea, too, to slow down that counter, have Ungashik take a yellow, because that could have been dangerous for SMU.
Transition play is something that Coach Nelson from SMU mentioned as one of the ways that Syracuse could crack their back line.
One more left.
It'll be interesting to see what Syracuse decides to do here. Whether you take it direct or you try to play something on the ground and crash in from the left side.
And here's Rauch stepping up. Goes for goal, and Brown has to be pushing it wide. Called into action there. It was a great look there by Rauch.
Put it in the right spot. It's never easy to get to that bottom corner. What a ball over the top. An even better save by Brown. Left that side of the goal open to lean over and get in the way. Brown's been tested early by Syracuse.
Rauch was able to get it over the wall, but it was dipping in a hurry. But Brown pushed it wide. Here's Rauch again. The senior plays the ball in. It's another dangerous one. Headed away. Here's McDermott on her left foot. And Brown saves again. The Orange have scored goals and created opportunities on a few of those flurries this year, Hudson.
Exactly, they have. And that time looking back post for Olivia Bazzo, 5'10", with a pretty physical style of play. Pushed her defender out of the way, but couldn't get ahead to it. As soon as the ball came back in, though, she was ready.
A collision there that brings down Libby Jannereth. And a yellow card is brandished by John Rush.
That's going to go against Magnotta as well. And the Syracuse bench not particularly happy about that, claiming that Magnotta was playing the ball there. Little bit aggressive from the freshman, running right into Janareth. Got a foot to it though before she bowled over the top of Janareth, but the optics of the finish, not necessarily the best when you're landing on top of the person you just collided with.
Aggressive play there. It's the sort of first and second ball that Coach Adams was telling us about in the build-up to this one that her team is tracking. They've actually been using some Falk College data analytics students to help their staff. Here's McDermott jockeying with Yapich and finds the ball back at her feet. Here's Naheen. Switches play to Nixon, who's in a foot race, and recovers nicely. Arbelize looks in behind, but there's no orange to find. Parkinson sprays it wide to Nieves. Here's Ungashik. Arbelize has been active early since she's come onto the pitch. She and Hartman, who deals with it really well there.
And that's inexperience on experience there too. A tough matchup down the left wing for Arbelize, just a freshman, and Hartman on the other end, a senior who's been one of SMU's best players for the last few years.
Janareth was charging, but Bridges took control. And there's Croyle out wide. McDermott on the ball now. Looking for an option and finds the wrong one. Brown has been tested tonight on a few occasions, but she's looked very in control.
Certainly has. Doesn't look like someone who hasn't started for the last 3 games. She's been in control really every opportunity she's had. Had a little bit to settle in. Had to play some touches off her back line pretty early.
There's a good ball in. Here comes Gordon, but it's well ushered away for a corner kick. Gordon found herself in some space there.
Bazo being the one to shut it down, though. A lot of versatility coming all the way up from the front to the back. A physical shutdown on Gordon, who was really in behind. That was a 1-on-2 for a little stretch of time before SU tracked back.
SMU averages just under 8 corners a game. That's good for 7th in the nation. And they'll look to make the most of it here with Sammy Nieves. Nieves whips it into the front post. Not cleared away yet. And Yapich recovers. Dangerous ball in. Bridges. Arbelize missed the first kick, got a second one, and here's Rose. Cleared off the line, but not cleared a second time. The back of the net is found by SMU's captain. It's Lydia Ungashik.
And that's why you gotta clean up the second chances. Syracuse did a good job to knock it off the back line, but SMU just put numbers forward. That's the problem when stuff gets tough in the box. Arbelize can only clear as far as Rose, and then once you have the ricochet that comes out, Ungashek was right place, right time. Her 3rd goal on the season that officially takes the team lead. SMU had 4 players with 2, a whole lot of diversity in that offense, but the consistent has been the sophomore Lydia Ungashik.
Early on in this one, we said we hadn't said Ungashik's name too often. She made sure that we said it there.
Back-to-back games with a goal now for Lydia Ungashek, her 3rd of the season.
She's got the armband, she's got a yellow card, and now she's got a goal to her name. Lydia Ungashik back on the ball now and finding the Mustangs in the lead. SMU averaging just over 4.5 goals per game, good for 2nd in the ACC, and that's their 1st in conference play this year.
Now Syracuse is going to have to scramble to catch up at this point. It's an offense that has been electric at times, but sometimes starves itself.
Ungashik again Really pulling the strings from that holding midfield role. Good idea there by Nicholson. And the Orange look to respond here. Ball chased down here by Claire Jones, shielding it out and ushering it for a Mustang throw-in.
Not much time
back on the ball. Sorry, Hudson.
Not much time left for Syracuse to respond at this point in this first half. 7 minutes to go, but the buildup has been there a couple of times. Just who is going to be the one to finish? It's been Clammer a lot of times for Syracuse this year. But when Syracuse needs a consistent go-to player, that's where it struggled, at least in the last few years.
Disheartening goal to concede there, as the Orange had held up pretty well through the first 30 minutes of the first half. Arbelize looks for an option. And maybe another long throw here from Clammer. The Orange, as mentioned, have been able to make the most of some of these. Picked up by Jannereth. And Jones resets. Brown with a dangerous play in the back, but once again answers the call. Here come the Mustangs. And a heads-up play there by Naheen to track back and recover possession. The SMU press is on once again, and Eddy tries to slip in Rose, but just a touch too far as Nixon clears.
And Rose was ready for that ball to be played for a few steps, and as soon as it was, the second it got played, was just flat-footed at the last second.
Here's Rose, and Bridges steps to take control. Hartman closes down. Eddy with another opportunity, but can't control the long pass. Well handled there in the back by the Orange.
That was just a little miscommunication, too, on the inside between Bazo and Bridges. Bridges wanted to clear it. Bazo didn't get out of her way. The two nearly collided before Bazo knocked it back to Vanderbosch.
Vanderbosch asks for her team to get wide so she can find an option. She isn't able to there. Jopic again in control. Appeal for an out of bounds there from the Orange, and they'll get it.
After going down 1-0, too, Syracuse has played with a lot more intensity. You can tell the pace has picked up for the Orange. Fresh legs have also helped with that. Anna Rupert, who checked in earlier, that's a big help. Julia Koval now makes her way in for Roush, who's been playing all game. Those two additions will certainly help, especially Rupert. She's kind of that bench X factor for Syracuse.
Naheen plays a dangerous pass that finds its way back to Ashley Brown. Brown plays it wide. And it's recovered by the Orange just temporarily as Magnotta chases down. Out for an SMU throw.
SMU's going to let numbers come forward here. Jannereth originally wanted to go straight at it.
Out once again as Jones surveys. Closed down there by Naheen. Just a few minutes left here in the first half. If you're the Orange, you really don't want to concede another one here. You're still in this with a whole half to go. But the Mustangs look threatening. Jannereth didn't think that ball would get through, wasn't ready for out for an Orange throw. Naheen back on the ball now to Magnotta. Jannereth closes down. That one might stay in play. It does. The ball's played in. And Nixon was able to close down as Kaya Lee got a touch on it.
That was a dangerous move there. Nixon in correct positioning, though, to shut down Lee. Followed her as she went towards the inside. Unfortunate for her that the ball just slipped through her legs, but got the angle on it to make it a tough enough shot for Lee to push it wide right.
Lee looking for her first goal of the season. Got a pretty good opportunity there. Ungashik unable to control as Bazo sprays wide to Arbelize. Arbelize steps over on her left foot, looks for an option, gets it back on her right, and plays it just over the crossbar. Arbelize dangerous, appealing for a corner kick. Referee John Rush not having it. A minute and a half to go here in the first half as the Mustangs lead on the right foot of Lydia Ungashik. Rose unable to control there. And Arbelize again has looked threatening down this left wing. Looks for an option on her left foot. The ball's played over the top and put into the back of the net. It's Mia Clommer. Who else? Arbelize played it over the top, and it's the leading goal scorer for the Orange that puts it away.
And what a ball by Koval to start it all. Knocks it to the corner. Arbelize, a beautiful bending cross towards the back post. And right in front, it was Naheen that stepped in front of Clommer to knock that ball into the back of the net. Either one could have gotten to it. SMU committed way in front. And on that backside, the freshman Libby Jannereth was not back in time. Naheen got in front of her. Just got to put body to ball sometimes.
Naheen gets on the back end of it, and Coach Adams is excited. Just under 90 seconds to go in the first half, and the Orange have equalized. Crucial equalizer for the Orange to give them some momentum going into the break, and it's Naheen again on the ball. She and Arbelize, the substitutes at the wingback, combining for the equalizer.
And they're not done yet. Syracuse pushing the pace here.
Rose now playing defensively as SMU clears. The Orange just under 30 seconds to go here. May not be done yet. Naheen is fouled down there. 15 seconds to go. Adams is ushering her team forward to try and get one more chance here before the end of the first half. The countdown is on as Magnotta looks for an option. She plays it in, but not enough time for the Orange. It's a halftime score of 1-1 for Syracuse and SMU.
Game for Syracuse.
It was Arbelize and Naheen, the two substitutes combining from the wings there. We'll see if they can bring some more firepower to this Orange attack in the second half. We kick things off with SMU being dispossessed, and here's Maya McDermott. McDermott finds Clommer, the leading goal scorer for the Orange, as Brown looks to clear. Naheen starting this second half after notching the goal there with about 5 minutes to go. Clommer with a long throw into the middle of the field. The ball back on her head. She controls and wisely restarts play to Bridges, who finds Nixon. Nixon takes some space and finds McDermott. And the ball's played out wide. Crucial intervention there by Jones. But ball is deflected off of Clommer. It was Hartman who got a foot on it. Rauch sent it out for a goal kick.
And that's the exact kind of combo play that Syracuse needs to do. That all came from a good touch from McDermott, but then the heads-up play by Mia Clommer to recognize, hey, you got to get me that ball. Vida Naheen is on the outside, streaking towards the goal.
Nicholson finds Eddie out wide. Play is broken up. Parkhurst on the ball there. We hadn't called her name much in the first half. One of the midfielders for this SMU team. Eddie finds space, and Nieves looks to chase it down. The 7th leading assister in the nation. Oh, how SMU could use one of those from her right now. Umel sends it out for a goal kick.
That was the right idea by Umel. Had a player up top with good positioning. Vander Bosch would have had to wait back based on where that ball would have ended up had the pass been correct. The idea was there. The ball was just hit a little bit too strong into the side.
Vander Bosch takes the goal kick. It's flicked on there. Nieves taps back to Umel. Under pressure here. And out for a throw. That's Gabby Wisbeck back into the game.
Behind her, Gabby.
And here's Clommer. Looking for an option. She's got space. And she finds Naheen, the goal scorer. Naheen is closed down that time. And Bridges, the freshman, with a skipping ball in. She'll get another chance here, and she finds Nixon. Nearly flicked on by Rauch.
SMU has done a good job building out of the back today. That hasn't been the problem. The problem has just been once you get into that final third, what's the plan?
One of the points of emphasis for Coach Nelson and this SMU team, being able to build from the back. McDermott is brought down there, and it'll give the Orange an opportunity.
Boy, she has been everywhere. Backtrack to get to that ball and knocked Lindsay Nicholson off the ball, dispossessed, spun around, had options. That was a good foul by SMU too, because McDermott had her head up with plenty of options on the far side to switch it to. Stop that play from developing.
The dangerous right foot of Rauch looks to deliver a ball in. She sends it over the top, but Brown controls. Yapich again. Finds Hartman. Looks for an option. Nieves, one touch out to Umel. Ball stays in for a moment before the assistant referee's flag goes up. And Gabby Wisbeck will take the throw. Wisbeck down the line. No problem there for Hartman.
Look at how deep SMU is playing right now. Nobody's checking up. Really holding back. Syracuse had gotten in behind that back line a few times. Those have been the best chances.
Here's Rauch again. Plays it wide to Naheen. Cleared out. It may have been deflected, and it was. SMU throw. It'll be Claire Jones. Rose takes on 3 Orange defenders, comes out on top, and plays a great ball out to Umel. Nieves and Nixon do battle once again, but Nixon wins out. Bridges intercepted by Jones, and here's Eddie. Looking to play it in behind, finds Nieves, and Vander Bosch to the rescue. The wingers combining there, Hudson.
And I think Vanderbosch thought that was going to be a little bit more power, too, on the shot from Nieves behind. Ready for that. Look at the quick footwork to react. Leaning backwards on her feet, but ready to spring in either direction. That's what makes Shea Vanderbosch so dangerous. Her reflexes and her positioning are great. Knowing when to go forward, knowing when to lean back. It's not easy to go one-on-one with her.
Second corner of the day for the Mustangs. It'll be Sammy Nieves to take it. Nieves whips it in.
Oh, you're good. Over.
Over the top. No issue there for Vanderbosch. Not the service that we've come to expect from her. It's a busy weekend of soccer here at the SU Soccer Stadium as Stanford comes to town Saturday at 7 Eastern, the number 8 ranked team in the nation, for an ACC showdown between the Cardinal and the Orange.
That's a big one for Syracuse right now, a team that's really just kind of trying to find its way. Ian McIntyre still looking for win number 142. That would give him the program record.
What a way to get it. If he can lead the Orange over the Cardinal in a top 10 win. Umel plays the ball back into the middle, calmly dealt with there as Jopic recovers. Here's Rauch with the flick on, finds Clommer, who's got McDermott in space. McDermott charges down, but Brown is there to save it.
That all started with the touch from Clommer to knock it forward. Beautiful through ball. Brown waited back on that, which was a surprise. She had plenty of runway to get to it before McDermott. Her defense wasn't going to clear it, but she hung back, and that made it at least a chance for McDermott. But Brown was there in just enough time. Only barely, though. That was real close.
What can Brown do for you? Nieves once again on the ball, but Rauch is there to pick it up. Good 1-2 played with Clommer, and it sees McDermott through. But she runs out of real estate.
And this has to be one of the most dangerous attacking trios that Syracuse has had in a very long time. McDermott, Rauch, and Clommer are doing things together that this team has really not had in a long time, especially when it comes to ACC play, where sometimes Syracuse would look outpaced, outmatched. This year, it's really not the case, and it's because of that trio up top. Not to mention a stellar back line, but those three have added an extra dynamic.
It's a great dynamic. They all bring a little bit something different to this SU attack. Goal kick there as Rauch's ball was just a touch too long. Kristen Fran Brown just walked in if you want to do a football promo. Below the booth and a little bit to
SMU
our
trying
left.
to build out of the back. Flip to the middle. It's a good chance for Syracuse to kind of build a little bit of momentum here. You've had SMU on the back heels for really this entire half. If you break through, then all you have to do is hold. And with the defense that Syracuse has had this season, that back three, and having the speed of the wing backs to be refreshed constantly, wouldn't be the hardest thing for Syracuse to do to keep SMU off the score sheet.
Their shutout streak came to an end tonight, but the Orange have still looked solid defensively. A left-footed strike is taken, and Brown picks it up. Almost had a little bit of a fumble there that Clommer tried to get on the end of.
Gabby Wisbeck, who scored her first goal of her collegiate career last season. There's SU head coach Fran Brown.
We said just a few minutes ago, what can Brown do for you? He's here. Fran Brown, as Maya McDermott skies one over. Fran Brown and his family in attendance here at the SU Soccer Stadium. The Orange will be led by Fran Brown tomorrow night at the Dome, 7 Eastern on ACC Network. Colgate comes to town, a local rivalry that the Orange will look to take on and handle. He was asked in the build-up, what are you looking for in this game? He paraphrased Al Davis, just win.
It's really that simple, just win. You can tell how much he hates losing, too. It's a lot easier for Syracuse football to do those gassers after the game. Imagine Syracuse women's soccer having to go end to end. Ooh.
Good point, Hudson. Hummel looks for an option, seeking out Rose, but Bridges handles it. Vanderbosch on her left foot. Not the best clearance from her. And SMU still has the ball. It's struck there by Parkhurst, but wide.
And like we've mentioned before, this dynamic today has been a lot different from what we've seen from Syracuse in past years. Last year, no wins in the ACC. Really tough conference to win in, especially for the Orange, who are trying to build up the pedigree of the program, but it can be oh so hard when you play in the best conference in your sport. This year looks different, though. It really does for Syracuse. Credit Nikki Thrasher-Adams for that.
50-50 ball there that the Orange are able to come away with. Wisbeck. Touch here from Rauch. And Naheen plays it back. The Orange haven't had too much possession here in this second half, looking to create a little bit more and building from the back. Good ball out wide by Bridges to McDermott, unable to do anything with it. Here's Liz Eddy. Parkhurst cuts back to her right and resets with Hartman.
SMU has numbers up right now.
Closed down there by Rauch as the Orange look to get back into position here. McDermott closing down Hartman, applying some pressure and dispossessed. Good press there from McDermott. And Wisbeck goes through the wickets. Good close down by Hartman, but Wisbeck finding her way there through Maura Hummel.
That's what you need. A forced missed pass on a one-touch. They've been getting that all day long from the back line. And this is an experienced back line. 3 seniors and a junior. SMU is not sending out just whoever.
Clommer looks for the long throw. It finds the feet of Wisbeck. Here's Rauch on her dangerous right foot. Closed down there by the Mustangs. Not the clearest cut of opportunities off the long throw, but more havoc created. Here's Hartman. Fumbles the clearance. Doesn't make a mistake the second time as the Orange look to recover. Shielded out there for a throw.
Wisbeck's really got no one around her right now. Her only options to play long. Finally, Clommer.
30 minutes to go here in the second half. 1-1 score here. What's your impression of the first 15 minutes of this second half?
Well, Syracuse looks dominant in terms of ball pressure on the back line. We've seen forced mistakes just like that. On SMU's end, it's been the chances that just really have not been cleaned up. Nicole Nelson mentioned it coming back from the half. She wanted to clean up the passing and build up some of that attacking play. Don't make the mistakes that are going to kill you. Well, SMU has done that a lot. Syracuse hasn't fully capitalized, but so many close chances for the Orange. This offense is not quit.
Another mistake there from the back line. McDermott picks up the foul. Will give SMU a chance here to reset and hopefully regain composure if you're Coach Nelson. Bridges commanding in the air there to get ahead on it. Nixon controls and finds McDermott, who is fouled there. So the Orange once again picking up the ball on their back line and regaining control. 9th foul of the day for the Mustangs. Aggressive game here tonight, Hudson.
Yeah, they've played very physical. A yellow card already for SMU. Syracuse has one to its own right as well. It hasn't just been all SMU on the physicality.
Here's Rauch surveying the options. Sends it in, but Brown commands. Hartman to reset. Back to Brown, and McDermott closing down again. Brown doesn't waste any time. Actually plays a pretty good ball there to Rose. We haven't called her name in this second half. Rose charges down the right sideline. Nieves unable to control before Bridges clears away. There's the goal scorer, Ungashik. And Nieves plays a nice square ball to Eddy. Eddy looks for an option, nearly finds one. No foul called, a lot of contact in the box. It'll be an SMU throw.
A little bit of hesitancy up top too by Zoe Parkhurst that time. Bouncing ball in the middle, really didn't make much of a charge for it.
Eddy now swings one in, and Nieves gets a foot on it, but cleared away. Great block there by the Orange to keep Nieves from finding the target.
You look at the build-up too. Perfectly placed throw in and get around Whizbang. That was a good box out by Eddy as well. Played a great low ball. Just couldn't put it on frame regardless whether it was blocked or not. Nieves was a little bit pushed back, a little closed off.
Here's Claire Jones to take the corner, the third of the day for SMU. It's a low ball in, and it's the second wasted opportunity off of a corner for SMU.
That's one of the things Nicole Nelson doesn't want to see. You have those opportunities, you want to take advantage of them. Instead, you don't even get anything on the first one. Skipped off the top of the net, and now another corner that was just drilled into the side of it.
Anna Rupert checks into the game for Gabby Wisbeck, who had some encouraging moments there early in the second half. Vanderbosch sends it up the field. Good win there by the Mustangs. Back and forth we go here. And the Mustangs are able to control with Nia Rose finding Mara Yuma.
Misplayed touch on the back line. It has not been smooth sailing for Hartman today. Veteran's been under pressure a lot and has folded a few times. Although she's dealt with that pressure better than most of SMU's back line.
Nixon with the interception there. McDermott and Hummel in a foot race. McDermott got there first but fell over. And Hummel able to win the throw-in.
And McDermott tried to shield her body away from that ball, and on the turnaround just got the feet caught, stuck in the dirt and fell backwards. Right idea, just couldn't turn around quick enough.
Have seen that given a foul before too. McDermott's already drawn 3 of those today. Ball cleared out and into the bleachers. As we have 25 minutes remaining, no real clear-cut chances for either team here in the second half. McDermott looks for the long throw. Goes over Clommer's head as Hartman picks it up. 50-50 won by Rauch before Hummel clears away. Eddy looks for an option, and it's Nixon again, who's been so solid on the left side of that back 3 all night long. Hartman again finds Yapic. SMU looking to build from the back, but the Orange applying some pressure. Not going to make it easy for the Mustangs here as they look to regain control of this game.
How about the buildup on this counter, though? SMU is flip field quick.
Misplayed ball there that gives Syracuse a chance. And here come the Orange. The ball is played through, but offside is the ruling. The shot attempt will not count.
Rupert just barely in behind the defense that time, but she knew it too. As soon as that ball was played, she slammed on the brakes to try to get the official to maybe think she stayed on just barely. Only problem was you just can't get in behind that back line too quick. You see the touch forward, 2 players in offsides positioning. She waited a second, but wasn't going to help her case.
Smart play there by Haley Hartman to step up and draw the offsides. The captain for the Mustangs in the back.
Takes a veteran to set a trap like that.
Here's Naheen again, looking for the switch of play, seeking McDermott. Overran it there, but chases down Hummel now. Hartman finds Nieves, and she's closed down. 23 minutes to go here in the second half, and the Orange have some life, Hudson.
For whatever reason, SMU has not had the kind of touch you would hope for if you're coach Nicole Nelson. It's been rough. A lot of misplayed balls. SMU, on paper, comes into this game with the advantage over Syracuse, really without a doubt. But the Orange have outplayed the Mustangs.
Here are the Orange, a left-footed shot there. John Rush comes into the action there. Maybe thought about calling a foul there. That was Klein that got the shot away, moving into an advanced position. Bridges and Rose. Advantage Bridges. Vanderbosch clears, great find there to Naheen. But Naheen gives it away to Eddie. Some good one-on-one defending there. Now 2-on-1, but SMU comes away with it. Hartman to Hummel. Rauch comes away with it. Plays it out wide, but it finds its way to the SU dugout. Couple of new faces back into the game. It's Olivia Bazo wearing that 32, Hudson.
The reason why she's wearing that 32, the orange jersey for 18 just didn't fit the way they would want. So a new one's on the way, and Bazo, when they're at home in these orange jerseys, she wears 32 instead of her usual number 18.
And it's Truth Byers into the game for the Mustangs. She scored her first goal of the season in their last game against Sam Houston. Here's Nicholson, the freshman, looking to control the tempo for the Mustangs. Jopic finds Nicholson again.
Good job by SU to get those numbers forward. Make SMU play back as far as you can.
Byers' first touch of the second half. No foul called there. And Byers is back on the ball.
Truth Byers getting involved a lot early on. One of 5 sisters, all with the first name T. Tatiana, Temple, Treasure, Trinity, and Truth.
That's a tongue twister.
It really is.
Here are the Mustangs. A tackle just outside of the box and a yellow card brandished to Anna Croyle.
And that was aggressive. Anytime you leave your feet, you better be sure. Croyle was backtracking, got right in front of Lydia Ungashek. That was awfully close on whether or not she curled her foot around, but it looks like she clipped up right on top of those blue cleats of Ungashek and knocked her down. 2 yellows today for the Orange.
And Ungashek, the goal scorer, probably a wise move there by Croyle to not allow her to get the shot off.
There are 2 in Syracuse's defense right now, both Magnata and Croyle with yellow cards.
Ungashek steps up. Looks like it'll be her set piece to take. She fires it in right into Shea Vanderbosch's gloves. good opportunity, a really dangerous position for the Mustangs.
It certainly was, but when you're that close in, you can almost be too close sometimes. Getting it around the wall is the first step, which she did, but then you have to beat Vanderbosch, who shaded just to the left of that wall, almost acting like an extra thing to curl around.
Here's Clommer charging forward, gets around Hartman on her right foot. Clommer, a great solo effort there, but not enough to challenge Brown.
How about Clommer staying on her feet as well, tiptoeing on that ball when she was almost knocked? Look at that, she stayed on her feet. The transition offense has been there tonight for Syracuse. The speed to keep up with this SMU team, and not just keep up, Sean, surpass what SMU has on that back line.
Clommer, the danger woman for the Orange, the goal-scoring leader for this team, trying to find her 6th of the season will be a crucial one for the Orange. There's Croyle again. Heavy touch. And a really, really smart play there by Bazo wearing the 32. She was brought down by Parkhurst. Nixon again looking for an option. She finds Rauch, who holds up strong. Plays in a brilliant pass to McDermott, who's got Hartman one-on-one. McDermott looks for an option, plays it on her left foot. A great pass in, and it's saved by Brown. McDermott found the space, and the Orange couldn't put it away. Rauch on the ball now, steps past Hartman on her left foot, and an easy one for Brown, but some more pressure.
What a chance for Syracuse in past the back line. Clommer collapsed on it, beat the 2 defenders, but then Aubrey Brown sticks the leg out at the final second. Look at those reflexes. Splits and slides to the side. That was the only thing to keep it out of the back of the net. Saved what would have been the 6th goal this season for Mia Clommer.
Aubrey Brown's 6th save of the day. She hasn't put a foot wrong so far yet, Hudson.
She really hasn't. Even the goal where Syracuse converted with Naheen on that back post. She really just didn't get help from her back line as that ball floated towards the back post.
Julia Koval back into the game for the Orange. Ashley Rauch, who has looked threatening for the Orange so far, takes a seat. McDermott fouled again. To your point, Hudson, she's been all over the field.
She really has, and especially on drawing fouls, that's kind of been the bread and butter today. Her footwork and quickness in that aspect is making SMU try to make rash challenges and quick plays, reactionary plays. It's drawn multiple fouls.
Here's Ungashik. Plays it behind Jones, and the Orange pressure sets up again as they win the ball back on SMU's side of the field. SMU looking to return the favor with some pressure as Vanderbosch clears. Lots of time there. But here's Bazo. Naheen back on the ball. We saw what she could do in the box. Gets it on her left foot. McDermott nearly on the end of it. Appeals for a penalty.
Wow.
The coaching staff asking for a video review as the ball was sent in. McDermott may have gotten some contact from behind.
Yeah, the wonder if she got undercut or not. And Brandon DeNoyer, assistant coach for Syracuse, is shouting at head referee, hey, why not just be sure of things right now? Why not check? You have the replay capabilities, but he gets nothing.
The video not utilized there, and the Orange back in possession. Here they come again with Naheen. Naheen back on that left foot, unable to find the space. Bridges back to Nixon, and just feels like, Hudson, the temperature has picked up a bit here at the SU Soccer Stadium.
And that certainly adds to it too. Croyle already on a yellow. A challenge in the middle, and now head referee John Rush going to have a word with her. That saved a counterattack because that bouncing ball that was on its way back to Nixon was dangerous. SMU had numbers, and when Syracuse gets put on that back foot, a young back line, that's tough to stay composed.
Good touch there by Eddie. And Nixon once again ready to answer the call. Paxton Bach checks into the game for the Mustangs, replacing Claire Jones. And for the Orange, excuse me, Emma Klein back into the game. Just under 15 minutes to go here, Hudson. What'll make the difference?
Well, whichever team makes a mistake today, it's been the other team to capitalize. So whoever makes a mistake today, the other team is going to win in these final 15 minutes.
Here's Eddie on the throw. McDermott with the header away. Hummel controls. And the Orange clear. Jopic with a nice touch in the back there, but not good enough as the Orange come again. But the final touch evades them once again.
Just a missed opportunity to break behind that back line. The timing was off. Naheen played the ball forward, but Clommer stopped her run. The combination of those three up top, Naheen, Clommer, and Rupert, have done their jobs in this second half, and can't forget Maya McDermott.
Rose challenges here, chasing down the ball. It'll be Syracuse throw. That's Kyra Lee. The Orange clear again as Clommer chases down.
They're hanging back on Brown right now, trying to cover her options instead of playing her directly and opening up an option. And that's forcing her to play balls like that where you're really not sure where it's going to go.
This second half has flown by, just over 13 minutes remaining. And each team will think that they can get a winner.
I'd be especially encouraged no matter the result for Syracuse right now. But of course, Nikki Thresher-Adams wants that win. They're really hard to come by in the ACC. You have a golden opportunity here. You've had the pressure. You've outshot SMU. How do you finish?
Nixon able to get a foot in there. Clears the ball wide, but here's Hummel again to throw it in for the Mustangs. Hummel finds Eddie. Tries to play the wall pass there. Can't find her target, but Eddie regains. Plays it out wide. The Mustangs look in behind here. Eddie unable to get on the back end of that. Gabby Wisbeck checks back into the game for the Orange. And it's the goal scorer, Vita Naheen, to check out. Looks like Maya McDermott may play out wide to the right here in the final stages of this one.
Smart moves by Nikki Thrasher-Adams in the second half in terms of substitutions. You want to target those wing backs in terms of who's coming out and who's going in. Those legs need to stay fresh.
Hummel finds Eddie. Back on her foot. And Nixon gets a foot in once again. Truth Byers is closed down. Great tackle there by Bridges. But it's SMU ball. as they have over the last 3 games. The SU back line has looked solid, Hudson. Great back heel there as Clommer tries to take space. But Jopic plays it back to Brown. 50-50 ball is won by the Orange, as is the second one before SMU regains. Byers flicks it forward, but no Mustangs in the area.
Possession has been key in terms of where it is. Syracuse in the second half has had a lot of it in SMU's end. But when it flips on the Orange, it's almost tough for Syracuse to clear in that way because SMU keeps the pressure so high.
Another change for the Orange. It's Abby Incorvia, the first time we've seen her tonight. Rupert checked out of the game and got a hug from her coach Adams. Here's Wisbeck taking on Umel down the left side. Ball was deflected as crossed in, and Brown smartly picks it up, not letting it go out for a corner kick.
Brown gonna wait to get something forward here.
Plays it to the middle of the field. It's another ball won there by the Orange. That time it was Emma Klein on the end of it.
What a step.
The Mustangs looking for a through ball in behind. It's Bree Bridges to clear it.
And that all started on the far end with Peyton Bach getting a foot in there and stepping up, reading the pass perfectly, jumping the lane, and then having the recognition to say, hey, we've got them on their back foot. Let's take advantage on a counter. Syracuse tracked back just in time. That could have been dangerous.
And the Mustangs bringing some horsepower back into the game here with Nia Rose and Sammy Nieves back into the game. The Orange answering with Ashley Rauch. Just under 10 minutes to go here at the SU Soccer Stadium.
And that's chess right there from Nikki Thrasher Adams. You're going to put your best 2 players back out on there. I'm going to put my best player back out on there.
The Mustangs looking for an option in the box. And Rauch back into the game and back into the action, draws the foul. Got to that ball first before the Mustang defender. Wisbeck unable to control that one. Nieves with her first touch back into the game. McDermott closes down. And Bridges ushers it out once again.
Right now for SMU, the question is going to be, which style is going to get you the best opportunities on goal? Nicole Nelson says she likes playing every kind of different style. Try to get into those little crevices wherever you can and break through, cause a whole lot of chaos. But right now, when you need a goal, what's your identity?
The Orange still applying the pressure and causing another SMU turnover. 8.5 to go here. You have to think Clommer will be the one that the Orange will try to get in the danger area. Flicks it on there before Jopic clears. Klein heads away, but not far enough. Good touchdown there by Rose. And here's Nieves. Nieves switches field. The cross is into the box. A dangerous ball in, still not cleared. Nieves nearly got on the end of it. Vanderbosch was flying across the net before the ball was deflected. Nice close down there by Clommer to prevent the cross in.
You see how far SU has backtracked at this point. Every member of the Orange right now in the final fourth, the defending fourth, not the final third, the final fourth, trying to defend here.
Paxton Balk finds Nieves, tries to win the corner, unsuccessfully. So the Orange, with 7 minutes to go, will have a goal kick. And back into the game will be Lindsay Nicholson. She's pulled the strings for the Mustangs throughout times in this game. With 7 minutes to go now, we'll see how she re-enters the action. Vander Bosch looks for an option. Controlled down. Nixon clears away. Really, really well done there by Hartman. McDermott cuts back. Now on her left finds Wisbeck, who controls to save the ball. Wisbeck looking for an option, plays it in. Hartman with the weak clearance. McDermott got on the end of it. An uncharacteristic mistake from Hartman allowed this chance from McDermott.
Look at the bounce on that ball by Wisbeck, too. Put backspin on it to skirt around a defender. Found the feet of McDermott. That is a veteran ball from the sophomore Gabby Wisbeck.
Anna Croyle back into the game as Gabby Wisbeck steps over the corner kick. The out-swinging ball is cleared by Hartman. I think that was AD John Wildhack getting out of the way there. I thought he was going to go for a touch check there as the ball came down.
Don't want to be in the way of the bounce there. Trying to stay out of the way and looking for a Syracuse win. Something that the Orange could really use in ACC play to begin the season.
Clommer with the long throw. And the Mustangs clear away. Rose on it, but Nixon once again, always reliable. Bridges looks for McDermott. A bouncing ball. And really, really well done there by SMU's Yapich. Good step over there. And the Mustangs have numbers. A turn here. Finds Rose. Stood up by Nixon initially. And once again, Nixon to save the day for the Orange.
Jasmine Nixon has been the hero today, no doubt. So many runs stopped with physicality. You can look up top all you want and pick out those players, but what Jasmine Nixon has done.
She's kept Nieves in check and Nia Rose as well throughout the game. Here's Kaya Lee on her left foot. Swings it in. It's a dangerous ball. Punched by Vander Bosch, but not far enough. And a foul is called. That'll put SMU just outside the 18 with a chance on the right side of the box.
Wow, the freshman in Corvaya getting the body in there. Just a little bit too physical. The last chance we saw from a distance like this went directly at Vander Bosch. Where will she opt to go here?
Kaya Lee just took the corner kick from this side on her left foot. She's joined by Paxton Bach over this one. It will be Lee, and straight into the wall. Finds Bach, who swings it back in. Cleared away by Nixon once again. Wasted opportunity there for the Mustangs.
Such a smart move by the Syracuse wall to not jump that time. That is where Lee wanted to go, sneak it under the wall.
The Mustangs back out wide here to Nieves. Bridges in the air and in control. Push in the back there. That'll see SU regain possession with 3.5 here to go.
And this is big. If you can spend the final 3 minutes of this game in SMU's end, you can win this thing.
A touch there that gives Clommer a chance. And a great tackle there by Bach. She had a lot of ground to cover to catch up to Clommer. Here's Wisbeck on her left foot. Ball flicked over the top, but Brown corrals. 3 minutes to go now as Braun puts the ball down. Syracuse wins the header, and Wisbeck looks for an option. Clommer chases down and does just enough to earn the throw-in. The Orange moving with a sense of urgency. They can sense it. An ACC win is in reach. Clommer plays it in behind to McDermott. Rauch gets ahead on it, and Yapich clears. Another corner here for the Orange, their 4th of the game. And what a time to have it.
Good move by McNaughton to draw that defense in a little bit more. Keep them on your hip. Either you're going to get around them and flick a ball in, or you have the space to play it off a foot and get a corner.
The Orange send numbers forward. And here's Wisbeck on that left foot with a special delivery. A looping ball in, gives Nixon a chance with the header down. And that ball was bouncing and free inside the 6.
The best chance Syracuse could have asked for there.
Bridges loops it in as Rauch comes away with it, whips it in, and Brown first to the ball. Another opportunity for the Orange, just under 90 seconds to go now.
Just a little too in front that time on the curve in. Nearly for Syracuse.
The volume has raised here at the SU Soccer Stadium as both teams thinking that they can get a winner. Bridges looks for an option and finds Vanderbosch. The goalkeeper clears away as Yapich wins it. Under a minute to go now for the Orange, and they pick up a foul.
Wow, what a time for that. The clock does not stop.
SMU may be able to just about save this opportunity for one of the last kicks of the game. It's Paxton Box standing over it. 30 seconds to go now. Bach whips it in, and Vanderbosch punches away instead of catching it, but an offside is called. Maybe a bit of contact there after Vanderbosch got the punch away. Now under 20 seconds to go. Vanderbosch clears away. McDermott gets under it, but Sammy Nieves comes away. The countdown is on. The Orange clear it. Is there time for one more opportunity? There is not. This one is final. 1-1 ACC play opens up for a draw for the SMU Mustangs and the Syracuse Orange. A couple of old friends embrace there.